Today, we will talk about the story of Deuteronomy, which can be found in the fifth book of the Torah Bible. It is an important book in both Jewish and Christian traditions, and it is considered one of the most significant religious texts in the world. The book gets its name from the Greek word Deuteronomion, meaning second law, which reflects its focus on the laws and commandments given by God to the Israelites. The book is structured as a series of speeches given by Moses to the Israelites as they prepare to enter the Promised Land. The speeches cover a range of topics, including history, law, ethics, and theology. Moses delivers these speeches on the plains of Moab, overlooking the Jordan River, just before his death. The introduction to Deuteronomy sets the stage for the rest of the book. It begins with the words, "These are the words that Moses spoke to all Israel beyond the Jordan." Deuteronomy 1:1, indicating that Moses is the primary speaker and that the Israelites are the intended audience. The introduction goes on to summarize the Israelites' journey from Egypt to the wilderness, their encounters with other nations, and their eventual arrival at the border of the Promised Land. In terms of authorship, Deuteronomy is traditionally attributed to Moses, who is also credited with writing the first 4 books of the Bible: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, and Numbers. However, some scholars believe that the book was actually compiled over a period of several centuries, with later editors adding and revising the text. This theory is based on linguistic and stylistic differences within the book, as well as the fact that some passages describe events that took place after Moses' death. The book begins with Moses reviewing the Israelites' journey from Egypt and their experiences in the wilderness. He reminds them of the consequences of their disobedience and emphasizes the importance of obeying God's laws and living a righteous life. He urges the Israelites to love and serve God with all their heart, soul, and strength, and to teach their children to do the same. Moses then reviews the laws and commandments that God has given to the Israelites, including the 10 Commandments. He encourages the Israelites to follow these laws with diligence and devotion, and he emphasizes the importance of remaining faithful to God's covenant. Throughout the book, Moses stresses the importance of faithfulness, obedience, and devotion to God. He warns the Israelites of the dangers of disobedience and the consequences that will result from turning away from God. He also reminds them of their history and their relationship with God, and he encourages them to remain faithful to God's laws and commandments. The book also contains many ethical and moral teachings, such as the importance of caring for the poor and vulnerable, the value of justice and righteousness, and the need to avoid idolatry and other forms of moral corruption. These teachings continue to inspire and guide people today, and they are often cited as examples of the Bible's enduring relevance and wisdom. In the final chapters of Deuteronomy, Moses blesses the Israelites and prepares them for their entry into the Promised Land. He reminds them of their covenant with God and urges them to remain faithful to God's laws and commandments. He also appoints Joshua as his successor, and he gives final instructions for the Israelites to follow after his death. Thanks for joining us. Consider supporting the channel by subscribing and liking. Enjoy! And if you liked any story from Bible and want to see it here, leave it in the comments along with your opinion and feelings about this passage.